Today, we are going to make some grass. No, I'm not in Colorado, so it's not going to be that kind of grass. It's our techniques that are so simple and sensible, your models will practically build themselves.
Hello folks, it's Mad Dog Merv. Welcome to today's show. Today we're going to be painting the Sanguinary Gard that I just reviewed a couple of days ago here on the channel. These have gold armor, so let's see how this goes. A while back I got one of these figures and I thought I would try painting a gold armor. What I used for this was Tamiya's just gold leaf or whatever it is, Tamiya's gold, and airbrushed this on. Wasn't real happy with it, and I knew there had to be a better way. So Citadel makes some good paints that you could brush, but I really wanted to try and do something with either my airbrush or a spray can. So today we are going to take one of these and we're going to get him built. Actually, I have 3 sets of these, so we're going to build the 3 different variants that you can do on one of these particular models. So we're going to take the one on the far left and we're going to do the 3 different variants that you can do with him. So we'll get started. Before I did much in the way of assembly, though, I wanted to get it painted first. I went to Games Workshop. I was going to buy some Retributor Gold spray paint. It was like $31 a can. I said, nope. I happen to have this Krylon metallic gold, and it's called Bright Gold, that I thought I would try out. So we gave it a shot. Shook it up, sprayed it on. Turned out pretty good, and we'll look at it here in a minute. Also, I picked these up off of eBay for like 15 bucks for a set of these very nice jump packs with the wings. Now, the ones in the kit are just jump packs with these little pathetic little wings on the top. I wanted something much bigger and more robust. I used Mr. Primer Surfacer first to prime the resin, and then I went ahead and sprayed with my Krylon, and you see how this turned out. Now, it did take a couple hours to dry. It did dry fairly quickly, so I was pretty happy with that, and we are ready to get started. So for the colors, the base colors we're going to be using, the Abaddon Black. We're going to be using some Mephiston Red for his shoulder pads, whatever they're called. Anyway, and then some Corax White base we're going to be using for the wings. So you can see here, I've got some of the sub-assemblies painted. I've got a few things put together, like a couple of the legs, the base piece. You see here's the wings painted with the Corax White and the gold. And this is where we're going to kind of start the assembly. It actually goes pretty quick and easy. So you'll see here where I had cut it off of the sprue that there's some chips there in the paint. That's fine. We're going to come back and take care of that later. But it did assemble pretty quickly. I think I had this thing base painted and assembled without the drying time within less than 2 hours. So it went pretty quick. And you can see how he turned out here. Nice and shiny and smooth. Very decent looking, particularly for the price I paid for the Krylon. We are going to have to do some touch-ups. You see here on the knee, there's another nick out of the paint, so we'll take care of that here in a bit. For the base, I decided to use some cork to build up a little bit, and then I'm going to try out this Martian Iron Crust paint from Citadel. I think it's going to match the other that I've used in the past pretty well. So here it is, all gooped on there. You can see I've got now a dark blue painted on the power sword. got some of the black on, some of the red on. We're not finished by any stretch of the imagination, but we're getting there. So I wanted to show you just spraying it out of the can. Here's how he looks. Nice and shiny and pretty, and we could have left it like this. But I want some more definition. I want more of an aged look. So what we're going to use is one of my favorite washes of all time now, this light rust wash from Vallejo. And I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to put that all over the figure, including the wings. Okay, I'm going to wash down into the wings, but I am going to be very careful not to put it on too heavy because I'm not trying to tint really the color of the wings. I just really want to get down into the low areas, just like with the rest of the body here. So I went ahead and brushed that on the whole thing, and you can see how that turned out. Changed the color a little bit, didn't it? Gives it more of a worn look, kind of a deeper gold. I really like this look, and this is where I'm going to stick with. Of course, I'll take some black wash and hit some of the little details, but I'm not going to go over the whole thing with a darker wash. I'm going to leave it like this. You see how the wings look? I'm going to have to come back and dry brush those, and for that I used white scar to dry brush the edges of the wings to kind of help it pop out a little bit. You can see my power sword. I did a little bit of painting on that. We'll go into that some other time, but you can see how this looks with the basing material on there. Now, we've talked about some of the basing materials I've used before, some of these little flower bunches and things like that, and the skulls, and it just went together real quick and easy and made it look decent. So here's another one of the figures. Remember, I've got 3 sets of these, so I'm going to build this particular one in the 3 different versions that you can build him. And here he is with a flag standard that he's carrying, and the bear head. Now my friend Mark, who has been doing some 3D printing, found these for me and 3D printed them. They look to be just about right for the scale. For a bolter, and I'm really excited to try these out and paint them up. Of course, I don't know how well the paint job will go, but let's see. So here we go. On the very far left is the one that I have been building in this video. The one in the middle is the option that has the spear that he's like throwing forward. And then the one on the far right is the one with the standard with the without the helmet on his head. And you can see the bases are very similar. You can see how the muzzle blasts look. I think they look really cool. So let's take a closer look at each one of them. Here is the one that we built for the video, and you can see how the wings look. No, I am not finished. I have some touch-ups to do. I still have the burner to do up inside the jump pack. And all I did for those areas where the paint had kind of chipped when I cut it off the sprue is I just took a little bit of that spray paint, put it on my palette, took a brush, and just covered it back up. So, and you can kind of see there how it turned out. But these are the 3 different options. These jump packs, of course, are the ones that I got off of eBay. I absolutely love them. And again, these aren't 100% finished, but they are close. So hope this is something that is helpful. Hope you liked this. I think they're really cool, and I'm going to get the rest of these built here real quick. So thanks for joining us today, folks, and we'll see you again soon.